Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be an updated eyebrow tutorial. The last one that I uploaded was a long time ago, so I want to show you guys how I do my brows now. I start off by combing it through with a spoolie. You can use any kind of small brush you have for this step. And then after that, I'm going to go on ahead and prime my brow area, and I'm using the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector for this. And this is going to help control oil production in that area so that the brows don't look waxy. And I found that this primer is really good for this, so it helps control oil. So I'm combing through them again, and this is just going to help tame them and help prepare them for the brow pencil that I'm going to use to fill them in. Okay, to fill in my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil, and this one is in dark brown. And I've been really loving this pencil because the color is not too dark and it's not too light. It's just that right shade to give me the natural look that I want for my brows. So I'm filling my brows in short strokes. I'm not drawing any straight lines from point A to B, and this is going to help the brows appear a lot more natural because this kind of mimics the hairs that I have on my brows. So it's going to gently fill in the spaces that I have in between the hairs. It's not going to completely cover anything up. As you guys can see, I have very sparse brows. My brows have never grown thick, they've just always been sparse. But then I've learned to work with what I have, and I used to think that I could never achieve that whole natural looking brow thing where you could see the hair on the brows. You can actually see through the brows and see the hair, but I've learned that by just filling the brows in lightly, you can still achieve that look, and just all you have to do is fill them in lightly and define. And another thing that I wanted to quickly add is that your two brows are not twins. They are sisters in my opinion. In my case, they're like third cousins. As you guys can see, they are a little bit different. I have these short hairs at the front of my left brow, and I've learned to just fill them in that way. So where you have hair that goes upwards, fill them in upwards and just work with what you have and try to get them to look as similar as you can. And once I'm done filling in my brows, I'm just going to go back in with my spoolie and use this to comb through them. I'm going to concentrate on the front of the two brows because I want to get rid of any obvious demarcations and make everything look seamless. To define underneath my eyebrows, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in NW45 and my MAC 266 angled brush. And you can use any type of flat angled brush that I have for this. And this is just going to make that area super defined and very sharp. I'm using a concealer that is the same shade as my skin tone for this step. And I don't like using lighter concealers because they strip me of a level of control. If I use a concealer that is lighter than my skin tone, I have a very light brow bone area whether I like it or not. So I tend to just stick with a concealer that is the same shade as my skin tone and then go over it with a lighter eyeshadow if I want it to be a little bit more highlighted. So to clean up the top of my brows, I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation and the same angled brush that I used earlier, and I'm going to run this over the top of my brows to clean that up as well. I've learned to use foundations that are very liquid for this step because I found that they are way easier to blend out. So anything thick, be it concealers or foundation, is going to give you that halo effect, and you want to stay away from that. So to blend out that foundation that I just applied, I'm using the Sigma P82, and this is going to just get rid of any harsh lines. And then to blend out the concealer that I used to define underneath my brows, I'm using a blending brush from Coastal Scents. This brush is very old, I don't know the name, and this is also going to get rid of any harsh lines as well. So once I'm done blending out the concealer that I have under my eyebrows, this is it really. It's done. This is how I do my eyebrows now. I don't think it's difficult. I think it's really easy to follow, and this is what my brows look like after I've gone on ahead to apply my eye makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you like this video. I'll see you guys in my next video.